All right, two things right off the bat when you're doing a splice. First of all, you're going to need a piece of wire to connect the two broken pieces of at least 3 feet long of the wire that we can provide to you. On the broken end that you're splicing to, you need at least a foot of wire pulled out of the ground so that you actually have something to work with. If you don't have this, it becomes exceedingly difficult. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the two wires end to end, pointing to my right. This is an example of a right-handed splice. So the wire tips are pointing to my right. I then put them together. I then slide my left hand down to about 6 to 8 inches from the tip. Notice how I'm pressing it with my left thumb. Then I take my free right hand, thumb to thumb. Notice my thumbs are pointing to each other. And now I'm going to spin the wire into a loop and press it together. Now notice I have a little bit of a loop there. Now with my free right hand, I'm going to take these wires and I'm going to push them from the bottom up through the hole, the loop I have just created. Now I'm going to take my Klein tool, which is my wire stripping tool, and I'm going to pull these wires through one at a time, alternating them until I get a nice tight knot. I'm going to use my free hand to grab the knot and lock my elbow to give me leverage, and I'm going to pull it several times until the knot is nice and tight. See that? Now once the knot is ready, I then rotate it again, pointing the wires to my right, and I'm going to trim these wires to about 2 inches. I'm going to separate them now and work on them individually. I'll now take my Klein stripping tool and I will guide with my index finger here the tool to the second to last notch, and I'm going to bring it to about 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to press it. You'll hear it pop. I'm going to grab the knot with my left hand, press my thumb against the axle of the tool, serving as a fulcrum, and I'm now going to just pull the jacket off. Same thing with the other one. About 3/4 of an inch in, pop it, grab it, press it, and there it comes right off. Now I'm going to make sure that the jackets are approximately the same. I'm going to take a little bit more off of this one. The jackets are roughly the same. Now I'm going to give the two copper ends a haircut, so they're now the same length as well. So that's now the wires are ready to be splice capped. Now you take your cap. It can be a silicone cap. It doesn't have to be. You press the cap on and press down until it bites, and then nice and tight, bring the two wires together. Now it's ready to be taped. Use a good tape. A 3M variety is what we recommend. Nothing cheap. You take the tape, get it started, put it on the bottom of the knot, and rotate the tape around the splice all the way to the top, and then back down again. You can alternate hands if it makes it easier for you, like this, all the way down to the bottom of the knot, and then back up again, all the way to the top of the splice cap. Be very generous with the tape. Pull it off. That is a proper splice that will last 20 years in the ground.